So with this here, if you look at this, see, this is a picture of Nagarjuna, 6th century incredibly great Zen scholar, and who articulated this concept of the macro world. What exists there, ontological reality in the macro world. So disparity between quantum physics and theory relativity. So there, generally speaking, quantum physics speaks about space, represents more of the macro world, and the relativity theory is speaking about the macro world. And then if you try to unite the two things, the united two theory, try to look for a grand unified field theory. So this is where many scientists say that Albert Einstein wasted his last part of his life trying to unite all the forces and the theories. Okay, so whereas Nagarjuna said that these two theories can be brought to say seen as compatible to each other only if we keep into consideration the two separate observers or the two perspectives, macro perspective and a micro perspective. If you try to bring only one perspective and then try to see the two things, then you will, by no means you will find any sense. For example, say the moment we see this as a flower, don't try to see this as electrons, protons. If you want to see this in the form of electrons, protons, don't try to see this as a flower. So when you go to the macro makes no sense. When you go to the macro makes no sense. So this is where we can bring the harmony of the concepts only by keeping in mind that these two are the two realities seen by two different perspectives. Okay, so similar to this is what Nagarjuna said, known as the two truths. Truth in the eyes of the micro and the truth in the eyes of the macro. So what is that truth in the eyes of the macro? The macro is known as the conventional truth. Conventional truth means the truth which governs the world. Say if you eat food, your hunger disappears. And if you talk too much and then the food is delayed, you feel hungry, you lost your energy. So all these functionalities, and if you appoint good administrators of the government, of the institutions, so forth, the government institutions will flourish. If you appoint the not good administrators or officials, then the government will collapse, the institutions will collapse. So these are the functionalities that is operating on the macro world. So that is the conventional truth. And the same object, if seen with respect to the micro observer, which is technically known as the ultimate analysis. So this will take us to understand the ultimate truth. So the same thing can be seen in two ways. One on the macro level, you see the conventional truth, and when you see the macro level, you see the ultimate truth. So the ultimate truth, that is what is known as the ontological reality. What constitutes the ontological reality? Okay, so I have a little time left now. Okay, let's say the grand unified field theory. There's people trying to bring up this theory of bringing the two worlds together, macro world and macro world. And okay, so I'll skip this part. Okay, this is what the Professor Cicerogi explained. It's a different the drawing. So one starting from the left, extreme left, the white part, that is the singularity or the quantum vacuum from where the whole universe erupted in time. So towards the right, we see what the world is today in time. So towards the left, that is 15 billion years back in time, 15 billion years ago. So according to the quantum physicists, it is believed that the universe, the Big Bang, started in the 15 billion years ago on the basis of the Doubtless effect. Okay, so one thing which is the parallel that you see between quantum physics and Buddhist philosophy, of course, even quantum physics is de-evolving. So the one part which is that in Buddhist concept, what is ontological reality? What is ontological reality? If I want to make it very complicated, this is ontological reality. Emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object.